and the times and the equilibrium, the mathematics of life. King Rasta. Just want to chit chat with y'all today. It seems like a lot of upheaval. Our black women are being taken out. We have a lot of confusion within our psychics as Negro Americans. I just want to elaborate on the situation at hand. I came across some lady's video last night. They have this movement going on. Uh, Black women going the other way to that extent. Black women going the other way, BW, G, like the MAGTOW movement. Black women going the other way. As I get some proper understanding of it all, I want to really bring down the diagnosis of the madness. We sit around at the devil's table too much. We spend too much time, some of us, in Satan's plantation. By doing that, the concept is, and the definition is, and the answer to that question is, that very movement, as other various other movements, is destroying the Negro institution of marriage. We have so many men and women on social media feuding with each other about senseless activity when it comes to domestic situations. It's becoming warfare within the psychic of black men and black women. And then we have this other faction, and other category of organizations that since Trump been going on his campaign to get sworn into the president's Oval Office chair, it's been ongoing fights, violent confrontations at all these rallies and these conventions. There's a lot of stuff going on across seas, like in France, in the Middle East, and the Far East. There's a lot of storms in diverse places. There's a lot of calamities. We have this biological chemical warfare when it comes to Zinca. There's a lot of stuff going on, folks. And as an American black man, I got to ask my own self, how long God's going to keep sparing this country before the wrath come? We are living in times of unpredictable measures. We ain't living in the proper mathematics. We ain't living in the proper equilibrium. The pendulum is swinging, but it's swinging unbalanced. The scales of justice is uneven. Men are walking in darkness now. Men are turning into subhumans. They turn into beasts. They have beast-like mentalities, same as the women. And this is why you have this dysfunction within the minds of some Negro people out here. You must study, you must persevere. I keep telling y'all this. These things are not surprising to me, because once you study the manuscript of life and you study all the psychological, mental philosophies when it comes to our dilemma as black folks living in America, then you see a clear picture of the debauchery and the drudgery or dungery of it all. I just want to bring some ethics and bring some morals and dogma to y'all when I spit this ism and this knowledge. parents in these homes are not as one. They are being dispersed by demonic infiltration. The households, 9 times out of 10, got liquor, alcohol, pornography, what have you. Kids running astray. Mom and daddy got to pay rent. Some ain't working, some is working. Y'all know how this thing goes. The book write itself. So you have generations of this perpetuating itself, this spinning in a lifeless cycle. And this is why you have these murders. Just like that young lady. You know, now a son got to grow up without a mother. But look on the bright side of it all. At least she got her legacy. Her legacy lives through her son. He carries the bloodline. I did even see the father, so I don't even know about that. I looked at some videos. I'm just gonna elaborate a little on it. But my thing is this, y'all brothers, again, once y'all respect this lady's passing, she is not a female dog. Respect this lady, honor this lady. She was a victim of circumstance. She was a victim of circumstances, excuse me. And y'all don't know this lady background. It seems like she had a lot of mental issues. You know what I'm saying? It seems like she had a lot of problems within herself. It seems like brothers she was around probably wasn't positive to her. It seems like we need to find out what our women thinking about as men. We need to encourage our women. If they encourage us, we need to encourage them. We need to compliment them. We need to respect them instead of demeaning them because our feelings got hurt by one or two or three or such. Just like the woman, just like the man, just like the man and the woman. Y'all need to really get your act together and mature, because everyone ain't gonna be in your corner. I said this in previous videos. Everyone ain't gonna be, it's just a season, it's just a moment. You got one night stands, you got a couple month stands, and then you got a lifelong stand. Y'all picking the wrong mates. Y'all picking the wrong soulmates. Now, some of you brothers gonna use this lady's passing as clickbait and try to gain more popularity on YouTube by ridiculing this lady and demeaning this lady. I seen some of those titles was appalling. I said, why is y'all saying this? The lady had issues and she's gone. Again, this is not helping the problem. We need a solution, not more problems. So this is what you got to deal with on a level of social media. You have a lot of undeveloped mindsets and people that's running around creating channels and acting like idiots just to gain a little bit of popularity on YouTube. And that's foolishness. So to the human race, black and white and other ethnicities, we are at war and don't even know it. We're in spiritual warfare. And some of us think it's not spiritual warfare. Why do you think this thing is escalating? Y'all talk about ICs, y'all talk about this, y'all talk about that. It's for a reason. It's not for a season, it's for a reason. And y'all need to study the manuscript in a blueprint of life. Stay up with current events. Learn what's going on around your own individual environments. Why is you got ailments? If you ain't eating right, you need to take care of your health. Food ain't right unless you're getting it from the farm and to the plate. You can't depend on these supermarkets. You don't know how long that stuff been sitting on the rack or in an ice chamber somewhere or what have you. That's why you're supposed to pray over your food. This is why we need to get back to the laws. Praying over food, praying over our life, praying for our mate, praying for prosperity, trying to live a prosperous life. Stay away from the enemy. Stay away from people that's downtrodden and want you to be downtrodden. If they ain't trying to get up or two, maybe they in a storm. When you let people alone, because only God can handle that. People go through storms. I've been through many of them. It's up to you if you want to get out that storm. But if you turn your back on the Most High, He's gonna surely turn His back on you as an individual. I need y'all to really get this, and y'all cry about this ongoing legacy of the issues when it comes to black folks. Well, this is what happens when people engage in demonic activity. This is why our relationships are going down the tubes. This is why our kids. It's a lot of these black youngsters are very good with technology, but they're using technology in a demonic way. I never heard of such massacres that's taking place around inner cities and the suburbs when it comes to these Twitter beefs and Facebook Live beefs. They GPS you or whatever, find your location, and rat-a-tat-tat. Another dead man gone, another dead woman gone, or young teenager, what have you, due to senseless acts of violence. You got to wonder, where does that come from? Where does that come from, people? It comes from not embracing spirituality. It comes from not embracing the teachings of the prophets, of the elders, wise counsel. It comes from not embracing positivity. It comes from all of this. And then when you let sin enter into your mindset, all else is none. Then you become possessed. Then your family members become possessed. Then your family be under so much demonic attack. Then you let the devil in. Now he running havoc, you know. Family members dying off, and people catching venereal diseases, and that too. Let me get on into that. It's too many of us in other people's bedrooms. We don't got no business being in this married couple's bedroom. We don't got no business interfering with a married man and a married woman. And you wonder why. You think you're getting away with something? You're just guilty as them. Marriage is a sacred thing. Marriage is a thing that you and your woman behind closed doors are faithful to each other. Okay? For better, for worse, till death do y'all part. You feel me? But when you let that lust and unsatisfactory get in there, when you let your bills and this society of economic pressure get in, that's when the devil get in. You feel like your man ain't pulling his weight, or you feel like your woman ain't pulling her weight. Then you see someone else talk about them problems, but that person you talk to is demonic. They like the way you look. They lust. They don't care about your marriage. They just want what you got. They want to know how you working downstairs, man and woman. So here we go. Then people get to cheat. Then the marriage go whack. Who suffers? The offspring, the siblings, the children. Then it perpetuates a cycle of more dysfunctionality. You see how this goes? And nothing gets better. And that's all I see on YouTube. I see a bunch of people, half is original and true to the game, and there's a lot of people faking the funk. There's a lot of people hypocrites. There's a lot of people flip-flopping. There's a lot of people say one thing, do the other, don't stay on track, and it becomes a whole clown show, a minstrel show. Everything but the right thing. And there's another thing to this. While we sit alley by, and our children on the street shoot each other down, these young adults, these teenagers, and they sexing all up on the internet, uploading all their sexual activity, while we alley sit by, foreigners are still owning stores. People are still coming in. It's like this man mentioned. We make the weave shop rich. We make the foreign liquor store rich. We make them 7-Elevens rich. And we've been living here all our lives and don't got pot to piss in still, some of us in 2016. And this is why we suffer. Right in our own backyards, we don't take care of our own backyards. So you black men get up here screaming that dumbass shit and acting stupid, acting ignorant. Listen to what I just said. Listen. Y'all will spend y'all money there. Those people are getting filthy rich off our destruction. You think they're gonna tell you? No, they're gonna keep on getting rich. They figure that we've been living here all our lives. They're probably saying, what the fuck is wrong with these people? And they got the right to say that. It's something wrong. And that's what we gotta work on. We gotta work on that wrong. We gotta work on that wrong as black folks living in America. Until then, it's self-sufficient. Meaning that we're gonna be pimped. Our women gonna be pimped by these foreign store owners. They're gonna be on their knees while you sitting at home playing your PS4, way past 21 or whatever y'all do, smoking y'all little weed, going back in y'all second childhoods. She gonna be downtown in her corporate office on her knees again, and it might not be a black man, it might be a foreigner, and it just goes down because we spend too much time as black men on the internet feuding with each other's channels. The conception is this. When we going to ideology, the conception and the ideology is this. When we going to see that by us working together and putting the money in the pot and putting all our brains together of different professions, different trades, whether it be the construction field or the corporate field, we put that shit together, we get this shit cracking. Until then, it's always going to be people that's scattered around and about, disenfranchised, people poor, people living below the poverty line, youngins getting mad. They see all these dudes on World Star Hip Hop with the bands in their hand. I know what's going on with the fat butts shaking and everything. They want that. They want to live like that. They like the tennis shoes. They like the all with the money brains and all that. So you think they're gonna stop? They have no other alternative. That's what they're gonna turn at, and they don't care about the repercussions that come next after that. See? But it takes a lot of black men like myself to speak to this issue. How they gonna expect middle-aged brothers like me and OGs if we on here acting like we on World Star Hip Hop or acting their age? It's a lot of older men on YouTube. It really is really embarrassing to me. It's so embarrassing. Grown ass motherfucking men. It's acting like children and women. So I love y'all. I gotta go deeper. I gotta bring out. I gotta test the waters, if you will, and bring out more publications that will enlighten y'all. Cause that's what it is. We living in turbulent times, you know, and if things don't get better, I see this place going down in the flames, meaning that internally this thing will implode. It's going to be a purge. It's going to be a civil war within. It's going to be a new revolution. And there's a lot of old men, and I'm getting eerie, and it's kind of scary. I'm hearing a lot of guys older than me, and it's coming from all different angles. They truly believe Obama will be the last president. And that's some serious stuff. So if he's the last president, open that other door up. What the other door is going, what's going to come through that door? It's going to be another war. And it might be war right on this soil. I don't want to scare y'all. I don't want to get y'all all up and mad, but look at the patterns. Look at the weather patterns. Look at social media. Research. You scream about police brutality? You scream about racist stuff? Well, look at it and figure it out for yourself. Do you see it getting any better? Do you see it getting any better? Answer that question. We don't got time to shuck and jive no more as black folks. Because the devil want out of here. His whole thing, he ain't supposed to be down here in his flock. I done told you so many times about that. And he gonna keep torturing us because he hate us. He hate the institution of marriage. That's why he's trying to destroy it. He want black and white to fight amongst each other and eradicate each other, both factions. He hate human beings. He's the father of lies. He's the perverted one. He's the unholy. He believes in sexual dysfunction and sexual deviance. He believes in things that's not in the law and the oath of mankind. Everything is opposite of holy. He's unholy. He's not holy. He's unholy. He's opposite of holy. This thing always been spiritual. King Rasta, y'all better wake up. I don't know what lane y'all choose. I know what lane I choose. Y'all gotta figure out which lane y'all choose. You can't serve both sides. You can't serve both masters. At the end of the day, you gotta choose one. King Rasta, peace and blessings. Hope y'all get something out of this video. I'm out.